You're starting to get the hang of that console. The Doctor touched a control, narrowing the display on the screen to a particular star cluster. That's the Traken Union, famous for its universal harmony. A whole empire held together by... The Doctor paused, groping for some way to express the incredibly complex bioelectronic structure that united the Traken Empire. Held together by... Well, just by people being terribly nice to each other. Well, that makes a change. Mind you, I haven't actually been there. As far as I can remember, I just know it by repute. Is that why we're going there now? Going to Traken? Who says so? You've set the controls to take us there. The Doctor looked down at the console. You mean you set them? No, I assumed you did. But I didn't, did I? Said the Doctor thoughtfully. Now, I wonder what probability theory would have to say about that. The Doctor went over to the big old-fashioned hat stand that stood incongruously beside the console. It held a long, flowing coat, an incredibly long scarf, and a hat with a broad, floppy brim. The Doctor took down the coat and slipped into it, nearly upsetting the hat stand in the process. "Why does this thing always wobble?" he muttered indignantly. "You stick a book under one leg, and then you need a book under the next one, and so on round and round, doing all the legs in turn. It's perfectly infuriating." Adric was busy at the console. "Doctor, there's something wrong with the controls." "What? Oh, yes, well, there would be." The Doctor went over to join him. "What's the problem?" "They seem to be operating themselves. As far as I can make out, we've gone into orbit round one of those planets." The Doctor studied the console and nodded thoughtfully. "I thought so." "You thought what?" "I thought you might appreciate it if I appeared to be in control of the situation. I mean, we could always panic, I suppose, but where would that get us?" Adric was beginning to panic already. "But what's happening?" "I haven't the faintest idea." "You're supposed to know these things. You're a Time Lord, aren't you?" "My dear Adric, if I knew what was going to happen all the time, there'd be no fun in anything." The Doctor broke off, staring over Adric's shoulder. "Hello." Adric whirled round. A kind of golden throne had appeared in the TARDIS. Huddled back in its velvety black lining was an incredibly old man. He wore a high-collared golden robe with an ornate stripe down the sleeves. His face was wrinkled like a winter-stored apple, and he had a high, bald forehead and a straggling white beard. He looked frail, almost emaciated, except for his eyes, which blazed with intelligence and life. "How do you do, Doctor?" The voice, too, was old and feeble, but there was a thread of vitality in it that matched the eyes. Adric stared at the apparition in horror. The Doctor put a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "It's all right, Adric, keep calm. This, I imagine, is the Keeper of Traken." "Well guessed, Doctor," said the ancient voice. "It appears that the reports of your intelligence are true." "Oh, it wasn't difficult," said the Doctor modestly. "There can't be many people in the universe with the power to take control of the TARDIS. And as for just dropping in like this—" "You're taking it all very calmly," whispered Adric. "What's going on?" "Time reveals all, Adric," said the Doctor, hoping that it would. He turned to their strange visitor. "Well, Keeper, how can I help you?" The Keeper paused for a moment, gathering his strength. "Listen closely, Doctor. As you see, the passing ages have taken their toll." "I know the feeling."